Hi team, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet. Today's workout is an express one, 15 minutes long only and all done on the floor. So no impact at all for your body, completely safe for the knees and your joints. Today's workout is targeting toning some of those trouble areas that sometimes we like to get a little bit stronger, including your hips, your glutes, your tummies and your thighs. If you want to add a little bit more intensity to your workout today, maybe grab a set of hand weights as I'll be using them in the video. I've opted for 1 kilo in each hand. Of course, if you don't want to use any weights because you're quite new to Pilates or you're a bit sore today, then do the whole workout without weights. You will still get the benefit. Also, if you don't have weights lying around in your house, which lots of you don't, that is totally fine. Maybe grab 2 water bottles or empty water bottles and fill them up with sand or maybe rice so that they're of equal weight, and you can use that instead. If you enjoy yourself today and you want to be kept up to date with all the videos that I put out on a weekly basis, please subscribe to my channel, as it will really definitely help my small channel to grow. Maybe even share this video with some friends. Now, find a little bit of space in the house, team. Maybe grab your set of hand weights and let's get started.
All right, let's come to the ground, as most of the work will be done on the ground. No impact on the knees, as we said earlier. First move is a dead bug. So both arms in the air, one leg goes out and the opposite arm stretches back towards the side of the cheek or towards your ear. Make sure that tummy muscles is pulled in tight so that you've got a neutral spine, which means it feels like you've just got a little blueberry underneath your lower back. For those of you who do have lower back pains, feel free to make it actually a flat back, so there's no space underneath that lower back. Breath out as you extend the arms and legs away. Inhale as you bring it right into the center. Good, having a little 10 seconds rest here as we move on to the next one. We're going to start to move into crunches. Legs in tabletop position, arms up in the air. Take a breath out as you lift your head and shoulders up. One leg extend and both arms come down, and just alternating through the legs for me. Chin tucks into the chest like you're holding a sock underneath your neck, or rolled up sock, or maybe a little peach. And breathe out as you come up, because you want to flatten your stomach. Pull the belly button into the spine. Imagine there's a string behind your belly button and you're pulling it in each time you come up. Good, have that 10 seconds rest there. Alright, we're going to do a full roll up with the leg lift. So arms up in the air. Deep breath in. On the exhale out, we're going to roll up through the spine and lift a single leg in towards the chest. Gently roll it down and then come up to the other side. Breathe out as you lift. Inhale as you come up. So one leg will stay firmly on the ground and the other one is coming into the chest. Of course, feel free to take it a little bit slower if you can't get all the way up, because maybe your lower back doesn't like that lift. You can go halfway even. No need to come as high as I am. Full crunch, smooth through the spine. And make sure you control as you drop back down, so it doesn't feel like you're just going to splat. Good. All right, let's start to work onto the side. So lying on your right side, arm underneath you, one weight in the top hand, holding the arm up about 10 centimeters away from the leg, and you're going to kick that leg out on the diagonal, toes flexed in as the arms just float. So no need to go too high up with the arms. We are just going to hold it a diagonal position. The distance between the arm and leg always the same each time they're lifting. So pull the belly button in. Even though you are lying on the side, your stomach muscles are always on. Breathe out on the extension. Inhale as you come in. If you want to test out your position, you want to feel like the torso is pulled in long, that if you stick a finger underneath your waist on the bottom, you should be able to do that. If you can't get any spacing, that means maybe your torso is not quite pulled out. All right, 10 seconds rest, and you might be a little bit too relaxed in the upper body. If you can see yourself in the torso, you want to feel it nice and long and stomach muscles are in. All right, this move is just bringing that leg forward and back in line with the hip and then forward in front of you. The arm is going to come with it at the same time. You breathe out as you extend it forward. Inhale as you bring it back into center. Take it at your pace. No need to go too fast. It's always about control here. The trickiest bit is to keep that torso still. Good, have a little release, maybe tap up your top hip if it feels sore. All right, we're gonna do rainbows with the legs and arms. So whatever the leg is doing, your arm is gonna follow. The legs come forward and then it goes back and the arms move in correlation, in parallel to the leg as well. Toes, at this point I am pointing them, but if you find that you get a lot of calf cramps, feel free to have the toes flexed in because it's a little bit nicer for your calves to point that way. And it reduces the risk of getting that calf cramp over time. Again, the tricky bit is to keep that torso still, even though the leg is swinging back and forward. Great. All right, drop that weight down. Hand is on the hip or in front of you if you want to. That leg is going to come up on the diagonal and you're going to have that knee come in and you're going to push it out on the diagonal. So just get a little bit spicier in the hip thrust by taking that leg as you extend it on the diagonal upwards above the hip line. Don't go too high up so that it's pointing horizontally, but you want to have it higher than your hip so that you work that tension through. Nice, alrighty. Stretch out that top leg. Generally it's a little bit of a kick there in that top glute area. You're going to stay on the back anyway, hands down beside you. Legs pointed in the air and we're going to crisscross them, working those inner thighs and your lower abs and deep core work. So again, try to keep that torso as stable as possible, pulling that belly button into the spine. Crisscross the legs, one in front of the other, alternating through. Alright, have a little bit of release there. We're going to start to bring up the weights again. We're going to move back into the stomach muscles, lifting your head and shoulders up. Both legs are now going out and the legs and arms are going to open like you're doing a snow angel, lying here on the ground. Open, close through the legs and arms, toes pointed again or flex. I point, but you can always flex. So think about extending out all the way from the hip to the toes. Arms are just beside the torso and not moving them too far out, but they are working in unison with the legs again. And then one long breath out as you come up. You keep pushing the breath out, and then as you drop it down, you start to do a big breath inwards. So it's more of a longer breath out so that you can keep your core engaged, and then inhale as you relax the muscles generally. So obviously, as you do a big exhale out, it will help hold the core better. Okay, we're going to do crunches, legs up into the air. And then you just keep reaching your body upwards. Try to get the weights up towards the ankles and feet. That is the direction you go. Sometimes you may need to go a little bit lower, maybe just to the knees today. Or you can just to the shins like I am. Or for those of you who are very zesty, get all the way up to the ankles and toes. If you find that your neck is starting to get sore, holding on to the weights is not necessary. You can drop it down, pop the hands behind the head, and do little crunches and lace the fingers behind your head there just to support your neck so there's no strain. Breathe up and out as you reach into the feet, and then breathe it in as you drop it back down. So these are like fast little breaths out. All right, let's do the other side of the glute. Even yourself out. Left arm is underneath your body. Right hand now has the weight. Right leg is the moving. Extend the leg up with the arm and then kick it out straight. Bring it back in and drop it down. So 90-degree bend on both legs, top and bottom. And then your top leg just opens like a door. And then you extend it on the diagonal. Heels pressing away from your body. Arm is just holding in the air. Anytime you feel like your arms are not up for it, you can always drop the weights. Or if you're feeling very good, you can actually grab a heavier weight. A 1 kilo is not necessary, it's just a recommendation, especially if you're starting out. A lot of people choose to do no weights or a heavier weight, just so they can work their arms and tone it up a little bit at the same time. Good. All right, we're going to swing that leg forward and then arm is going to follow you. Lifting that leg slightly higher than your hip. Arm is just floating above the hip line. About 10 or 15 to 20 centimeters higher than your leg. Wherever it is, you can just keep it stable there. And you're swinging forward and back. Breathe out as you come forward. Inhale as you sweep back. Because I find that's when I start to roll forward and back around my hip. Your two hips are stacked on top of each other. Imagine like a skewer at the top holding you firmly down into the ground. And that's where you're stabled. We're almost done, team. Not too many more exercises to go. It's a very quick express Pilates workout today. Feel free to check out some of my other videos if you want a longer set. Alright, we're going to do rainbows with the legs now. Good. Forward and back, forward and back. Toes pointed again if you can. Of course, toes can be flexed. Reaching forward, reaching back. So the bottom leg is sort of your guide. You're going to bring the foot in front of the bottom leg and then you're going to bring it behind. It doesn't have to actually touch the ground, forward or back. It just needs to have a little lift in the middle because that's how you draw a rainbow with a slight arch in the center. Great, give it that 10 seconds rest. Tap your glutes if you need to. Drop the weight, hands in front like I am or onto the hip. Leg in the diagonal, toes flexed in or pointed again, and you just bring it in towards sort of that chest, not all the way in, and then you're pushing it back out slightly upwards. Don't go low with the legs, try to kick it upwards so that you can use some of your quad muscles there, those big muscles at the front of the legs, pressing forward and down. Breathe out as you push. Inhale as you come in. Great. All right, coming on up, we're going to go into the hands and knees. We're going to do a little sort of squat back and then come forward. Level 1, this is your option. Stay on your knees, pull the hips back, and then push your chest forward between the two hands. The same thing will happen with level 2. The only thing is your knees are hovering. So you pull back into like a frog pose, and then you spring forward, bringing your chest between the hands, or maybe even bringing your chest in front of the hands to make it harder. The arms though are just staying just below the shoulders. Hands and shoulders are in line with each other. Bum is squeezing down so that you don't want to have your hips and bum higher than your shoulders. Eyes are looking forward to the top of the mat, because that's how you work your core, deep core especially, the best, as you come forward and back. Great, and just release it back into that child's pose, pulling your bum back towards the heels, arms stretched all the way forward. And let's just do a quick stretch here before you are on your merry way. So taking your right leg over the left thigh, move your body close. This stretches out your hips and glutes, which is needed from all those leg swings earlier. And then move it back. Pull that leg all the way over, turn your body to that bent leg, hug it in for your spine, just twist back out for me. Loosening up any tension you might have in your lower back. And then we do the same, left leg over right thigh. So move your body as close as you can to the foot. If you find that you're quite tight, you may not get as close. Just stay back a bit as long as your glutes are sitting on the ground and hips are square. You don't want to have them lifting upwards. All right, move it back a little bit, straighten out that bottom leg, top leg crosses, and turn your body to the bent leg, hug it in. Give me a little twist here. Good. Extend both legs, deep breath, exhale, reach forward, stretching out the hamstrings. If you can't reach the toes today, don't stress. I just want you to keep your legs straight so that you can pull out the muscles behind them. Perfect. You are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.